Okay, I'm going to diddle around a little bit at the start of this to make sure that the encoder isn't overloading, so I'm not recording a dead video. So bear with me here. I'm just going to kind of fiddle. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. And I think I'm good. So now I'm going to explain what went down in the previous recording. So this is going to be some re-explaining from that recording, but I'm probably going to have to do this re-explaining because I'm trying to figure out where the nearest control point is too that I can get to. This is a different spot than where I left off there because I have been moving around trying to check encoding settings. I bought a 4K monitor, right? And it works sufficiently well. There's no dead pixels in it, but it does not show the BIOS splash screen. The BIOS splash screen I can only get to show on my old monitor, and that is using both HDMI and display. So, don't know what's up with that or if there's any way to fix it. It might have to do with, may not be a defect in the monitor as in, like the monitor was, as in like, if I had a second one of the same model, it wouldn't be there. It might be a design flaw that's inherent to all of those MSI monitors, where they do not show the BIOS splash screen when compared to a certain hardware combination involving an ASUS motherboard and EVGA graphics card. Anyway, so I got this new monitor, and I decided, okay, I'm going to now play my video games at 4K because I can, right? Now, this doesn't mean that I have to record anything at 4K. Let's see, where should I go? So I'm going to go to Cave System. 4K, I can always just rescale the output in OBS. And so I don't need to spend the storage space storing 4K videos either. I can just record 1080p videos. And just my experience playing the game will be in 4K. And what I'll record for YouTube will be in 1080p. Right. I actually don't know about support for 4K in YouTube. I've heard, seen some interesting, maybe clickbaity titles about that. But for right now, I think you can upload 4K videos to YouTube. So, but I decided just as a one-off, what I was going to do is I was going to record one 4K video. Because I could. Just to kind of demonstrate what this game looked like in 4K. Of course, it's kind of silly because you can only watch this video if you have a 4K monitor. And you also have to, or TV that is, and you'd have to full screen the player, which when I watch YouTube videos, I rarely ever do. So I wouldn't, even if I had a 4K monitor, which I do, wouldn't ever actually watch the video in 4K because I don't full screen the video. As well as I don't really have the bandwidth to download, still technically a download, the 4K video. Because my internet's too slow, so it wouldn't be 4K anyway. So basically, I would be able to make use of this. But just so that's why I only do one, because kind of making 4K videos is kind of silly. So what I did was I was like, okay, I'm just going to take OBS, and I'm going to set it to 4K, don't downsample the output. I'm going to set the bitrate at 68,000 kilobits per second, which would be 68 megabits per second, which is just the minimum, the minimum required value for HD in YouTube, for HD when it comes to bit rates for YouTube. And then, as in HD, as in not the resolution UHD, but that YouTube is confusing. So, anyway, I presume I've already listened to this.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly.
So let me go, yeah, this way. I was not ready for this.
Just another drab.
Can't even see the guy.
His entire life.
Great. Okay, so now that combat's over, so I decided I set these things up, and I didn't change any of like the encoding profiles or quality settings. I just hit run, and I didn't see anything at the time on OBS that really told me anything was going wrong. There was something there, I just didn't see it. I kind of at some point over the years, OBS changed the encoder overloading message from over to the right by the the recording duration and stuff to like the left side of the bottom of the screen. I blame that for me not seeing it, but yeah, it was there and it was on my secondary monitor. This message, the encoder was overloading, but I just didn't notice it. And so I recorded this whole thing with the encoder overloading severely. And as a result, all the video footage essentially got lost. There's like still images, but it's basically all gone. And this video, which I lost the footage for, was just me using a vague text guide to figure out how to collect all the beckoning cat statues. So I recorded the remaining seven beckoning cat statues using a kind of vaguely written guide, right? Which is, again, the internet isn't really in need of that. There are plenty of guides about how to get the beckoning cat statues in control out there, even video ones. It's just that it's kind of one of the more fun things to watch, and well, it didn't get recorded right, unfortunately. So that all just got lost. So probably what I'm doing is I'm going to upload the audio, and you probably heard that. But it's going to be a really funky video because it's just going to be like audio of it happening and no actual like video, which is going to make it not necessarily like watchable. It's going to be kind of goofy. So this is my second attempt at 4K, and what's different this time, I see there's no encoder overloading message going on, so hopefully it's working. I just do that to myself. I used a stinking blaster at too close range. Again. And all I did to make the encoder not overload is I changed the quality preset from max quality to just quality. And that doesn't do 2-pass encoding, and that was enough to make it not overload. It'll be slightly lower quality because I'm not encoding with 2 passes, but you won't notice. So, yeah, you can encode with the NVENC encoder 4K. It's just that you can't do it on max quality. And it also depends on the load you're also putting it on. For example, the encoder doesn't overload if you're not actually playing the game. What I mean by that being, if I'm like in a menu screen, it doesn't overload. It's like when I'm going into the gameplay, which means there's some sort of shared GPU resource that's causing the encoder overloading that the game interferes with. So, yeah, so actually you can encode a 4K video on max settings that appears on a 80-102 chip NVIDIA GPU, which would be like a 3080, 3080 Ti, 3090, 3090 Ti, 3080 12 gigabyte, all 5 of those SKUs. You just can't do it while you're also playing a video game using the graphics card. Then you can only make it to to quality as opposed to max quality. You can also achieve the same result make it not overload anymore if you change turn the profile down from high to main, while still leaving it on max quality. But I would presume that you lose more quality that way by turning down the profile than you would if you just turned down the quality. Goodness, this is where I get wiped out here. Get out of here. Okay, I think I'm far enough range I can blast here without killing myself. So if you just turn one preset setting down... Oh, there's a sniper. That's what's going on. Okay. Just one preset setting down, you can make 4K encoding happen while playing the video game. You just can't quite max out everything. Now, as far as the actual video game is concerned, right now I'm playing it at 4K with all the settings maxed and the ray tracing on. I can confirm that by looking at the options here. Yeah, everything's on the highest it can go. And the ray tracing is on high, and all the types of ray tracing are going on. If you're curious what FPS this is, I think it's about 45. If I hit Alt-R. Actually, it's really low. It's actually 27. It's actually around 30 FPS. So, okay. So you can get about 30 FPS that way with the 3090, which is playable. You can play the game that way. And if I'm encoding a 60 FPS video, so it's about 2 game frames, 1 game frame for every 2 encoding frames. You don't feel like you can't, it can still defeat the enemies and stuff. But there's kind of this rule with mainstream gaming that you want ideally, you want at least 60 FPS. Less than 60 is non-ideal. So you can, to get it back up to 60, you can do things, we can do things if I need to. But right now I think I'm surviving at only 29. Now I don't have a light here, so I don't know how you get through this without one, but without turning 180 degrees around. See any lights on the ground I can pick up here. I'm going this way because I'm trying to see if there's any hidden areas down here I missed at some point. Okay, so go straight ahead. Don't turn to the right or to the left. Okay, I'm getting turned around somehow here. Involuntarily. I'm missing the wall. I'm missing the path. What type do I have? Okay. appears to be a dead of sorts. Out this way. Just making sure. So this appear to be a true dead end. Okay, so what next? Why am I here? Well, there are 2 hidden locations and 3 collectibles apparently in the Foundation that I haven't found. So I'm going to scour, in this recording, I'm going to scour through the Foundation trying to find those things that I missed. And I might make some comments here and there about the Neko statues, the cat statues, just because, like, that recording got all messed up, so it's lost. I'm going to do this whole thing at like 30 FPS. The frame rate gets too slow, it's really annoying me that I can turn on DLSS or something. So that's the agenda. So just basically be very thorough and watch out for collectibles and potential ways to get into secret areas. While I'm at it, just try to kill as many enemies with Shield Rush and Shield Burst as possible. Just try to finish out the Foundation. Now, I may not necessarily be completely finished off because there might be something later I'll have to do where I want to find every vending machine in the entire game, including the DLCs. In which case, I have to find all the vending machines. He's charged. Oh, something's up. What's going on here? Don't see any collectibles or secrets up here. Yeah, that's where we started coming into. So let's go here, which we couldn't at the very start. We can now. Don't see anything particularly interesting. Okay. Well, that's interesting, I suppose. Kind of annoying. Getting a lot of use of levitate here. Lamp we can't pick up. Not seeing any collectibles or... collectibles lying around. See any hidden doors or anything. That's the way I came in. Let's look at the... Okay, so there's two ways. There's two ways into here. I see that. So this is not the way we came in. This is the different way. Let's look around up here first. See any platforms or anything. Just spawn right in front of me. How does that make any sense? Game design wise. Okay. Nothing up here. I guess now we will go down below. We've probably already listened to this.
41 days since entry day, the name of our historic arrival to the oldest house. Morale is long dead, and its corpse is starting to smell. My research staff complain of a presence watching them. Many have suffered nervous fits. Some were evacuated. In cheerier news, I've made some new friends. I met them while exploring the deeper caves. They're hard to describe, but imagine avant-garde sculptures of humans. I call them the id. They aren't hostile. In fact, they're polite and quiet, which is more than I can say for my colleague. "41 days since entry day, the name of our historic arrival to the oldest house. Morale is long dead, and its corpse is starting to smell. My research staff complain of a presence watching them. Many have suffered nervous fits. Some were evacuated. In cheerier news, I've made some new friends. I met them while exploring the deeper caves. They're hard to describe, but imagine avant-garde sculptures of humans. I call them the id. They aren't hostile.
Wait, there's a block up here? Oh yeah, because this is the top, okay. So, for reference, to get the black cat statue, you have to throw all these blocks that are up here. So this is one of them. But there's some over there even, behind those shards, and there's one there and so on. Down here, there's one in the room next door. And then the squares with the paw prints are where you want to put the block. So that's they're kind of scattered throughout. So it's that square, that square, that square, that square, that square, that square. Whoops. That square, and the one where there's one the block's already there. And this is the square where the cat will appear. And I actually did that on my first try on the recording that failed. Of course, I had many tries before that on the recording before the recording that failed. My first try on the new recording was a success. Now, and the easiest control point to start from is this one. You start here, and then you start with this block, and you throw it, and then you could work your way over. So this is a dead end, I believe, but it is actually a secret area at one point when you first get to it. See which I've covered. Okay, so I've gone through Research Site Gamma and those kind of layers around there. I haven't gone down into the finished exploring the chasm or doing the there. Yeah, we're gonna do the deep cavern first, I guess. There's another one of those blocks you use. Okay, nothing really high up there, right? Just some weird kind of filler texture. Let's just go over one more for now, just for funsies. Search for collectibles and stuff. Okay, so this should be a dead end. There's another block you use. A lot of blocks in obscure places. And then go over here. This goes to the crossroads. That would be correct. We're not going to go all the way to the crossroads. Kind of a remote direction, though. It's a long way to the crossroads down this path. Have a range or something? Really? Really? There we go. Whoa. Yes, Control thinks it's perfectly okay gameplay to have stuff spawn right behind you and just wham you with a pickaxe. Just... A lot of video games would be like, just have this rule where we don't spawn anything behind you, because that's just cheesy. Even if that's not realistic, right? Like, yes, realistically, if you're fighting a real war, people would spawn behind you, would show up behind you. But this is a video game. Video games are supposed to be fun, you see. Okay, so at least I know it's the spawn behind me is coming. Not. Okay, now. Secret areas, collectibles, things like that. That might be really good. Let me check my personal mods. So, oh, I have one of those that is way higher power. Okay, I don't need to bother picking this one up. I have one that's lower power though. I guess I could get rid of it. Get the source out of it. Because each of these extra mods, they can be deconstructed for source, right? So you're kind of blowing source away by not picking up the mod. Down. Seems to be nothing else here. You kind of something maybe I could have used like shield rush or something on them. Missed opportunity. Phooey. Need to not forget about that goal. To descend. Still no encoder overloading message, which is good. Fiddle around with some of these sorts of enemies. Time messing around there. Okay. Now. Here's that was the last one. See if there's any secret areas or collectibles or something lurking around the, what do you call it? This round chamber. I presume I've been in here. Appears I haven't. It's odd. Grouping efficiency. Well, do I have like a lower power to the same thing? Spin grouping efficiency. It's a 22. It's the same rank, right? Yeah. Same. So what I can well, if I was really serious about this game and really was like hardcore, I deconstruct this to pick that one up because I can get the source out of it. Must be. Okay. Daily energy renewal. Do I have something like that already? I won't bother. Okay. So that's it. It's just two pickups, two kind of loot box like things. There's no actual collectibles or hidden area things. Fortunately. So let me back up then. Back into cave system. It's not something I could interact with. It was a figment of my imagination. Seem to have much significance. I guess they're like a battle thing. If there's an enemy standing on them, you can drop them. That's about it. Destroying the crates, don't have anything inside of them. See, some of these have, they're really small, but some of them have these cat prints and some of them don't. The ones with the cat prints, you put a cube in. Okay. Sniper, sniper. There you are. Okay. So, I think I've already thoroughly checked the cave system. So, and that kind of area near the cave bleed, but not all the way into it. So now let's check. We need to keep going because we need to check the chasm. So you need to check into that direction. So. It's another block you need. Control point. Let's see if there's any actual, like, two. So I upgrade my levitate takes 2 more, so I could get even longer levitate. 2 enemies at a time requires 3. Longer siege requires 2. This seems like a better upgrade though. But it kind of leads to this one. Okay, adding to melee requires 3. Okay, so I'll wait for another one then. Because that'll allow me to do better things, like maybe be able to put 2 enemies on Cs. Now. This jump is tricky. See if I can make it. Yes, I can. Okay. According to the map, this is just a dead-end cave. Suspicious. I can't blast the walls out, so. See anything here? It's the chasm. See, like secrets or collectibles still. Ways to look for them though. It's the output into here. We will. Let's do that yet. Alright, there seems to be a use for that power core. That is interesting. And we will grab the light. We will go down in once again. Which. Is always nice. Always a fun task. Just looking around for stuff. Nope. Still don't see anything. So, I'd like to point this out. If you clear these rocks away and you go in there, you will find one of the cat statues. It's kind of hard to notice this little cave you can go into. But I believe there's only one other collectible in here, and I believe I've already collected it. So, I don't think by going back in this cave we're going to get anything more than what I've already got. Now accidentally plunge myself into darkness. Did I drop the torch? Drop the light? Where'd the light go? Is that the light? Okay. Yeah, you drop down into this place. And there's a cat statue down here, and there's also a collectible. It's about Ahti. But doesn't appear to be any other stuff. So just kind of like, because that recording got lost, you didn't see me go in here. Now I'm going here, here, and here in a second recording. Most of the cat statue stuff cannot be redone though, because there are states that are saved, especially when it comes to those the golden cubes. Right, once you put those in there, the places they're supposed to go, you can't. They're there. You can't get the golden cubes again. And some of those cat statues require you to throw golden cubes to get them. So I don't see any more collectibles or hidden things in here. So let's keep going down deeper into the chasm. Going this way. Should be checking for collectibles and passageways and things. We're not on the map, right? Yeah, we're way off the map. Just set this down gently. Blow this out. Okay. Still off the map, right? Okay, yeah, we're way out here. So that's the way I continue, I believe, is that way. I'm gonna check the bottom of this area. Roll that out. Through it. We see a broken cube. We see the teddy bear, which I believe you can't interact with. Cannot interact with. It's just sitting there. It's like Ahti's teddy bear or something. Yeah, we've been in here, and nothing exciting, really. You have an extra power cube. I don't know what you would do with said extra power cube. I don't have a place to put that power cube. Pick the light up. Whatever. Gotta get out of here. It's more potions, okay. I'm fine. That's the way I came in. Still displaying combat stuff. So let's go. We came in through the crystals, so let's go this way, which is progress. Actually, it's like, okay. See anything? Oh, let's see what's all these rocks. Should be, it doesn't look like these are going to be collectibles. Okay, probably already have that. Hidden areas. Just box-like things. What's that again? High-powered one? Probably don't care. I honestly only care about health boosts and damage boosts. Very basic. It's my video game stuff. It's complicated like, well, if you use this then you get more ammo or whatever. It's confusing to me. Yeah, when you use shield, then your ammo gets recharged. You're like, ugh. Okay, so these kind of hollow things and everything. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so that was just. There are no like collectibles or any secrets. I'm gonna go back in there. That bothers me. I have to double check. So there isn't anything secret in here. It's just loot. It's just loot. Yep, it is purely loot. Okay. Now it like drops what you're holding and then also changes your weapon at the same time, so you have to change your weapon back. Let's keep going. Ambitious with the combat there. Still don't see anything. Two because there we go. Power cube. A clear use for it. Okay, I'll grab at least one lamp. I'll grab my requisite 3 lamps. They look suspicious. It's the power box where the power core would have gone. Should I have needed to do that? This looks like the power core just respawns essentially. It's already been used and it respawns as a duplicate. How do I get out of here? I came in up there. This could be a dead end. Like, it could be that you drop in here from above. Like, this could be the bottomless pit. Or, as you drop in from above, there's no way to backtrack out of here. Ah, here we go. Here's the door. everything in here, huh? This is boring. Oh, I have to go all the way back to a checkpoint now, don't I? Control point? Great. Yeah. Okay, I'll check the deep cavern now, and then I'll stop there, I guess. And I'll recheck the chasm in the next one. When I'm not doing 4K recording, having to deal with it. So, resume. I don't need untapped potential in order to get to upgrade my spin, which I don't have. That's the only one I have, right? Is upgrade spin. Let's go to Cave Bridge.
Send a ranger to my location.
Nice to see a director out in the field.
Guess I'll figure it out. Charged. Go. Direct drawing. At this point, he's probably already dead. Oh. Find anything up. I didn't find anything up here. Does this have any use, or is it just a mod I don't want? Correct, it's a mod I don't want. Okay.
The nail is almost repaired. You really do have a knack for this kind of work.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
See? I told you we were gonna
What's like her own rules? Okay, so I'm gonna stop recording there, and then next recording I'm gonna keep going on trying to find hidden stuff that I haven't found. Yeah. So I have to do the chasm again. Under a canyon rim. Seems like a very short, innocent little canyon. A single loot box and nothing else. It's nothing. If I destroy all these, do anything, right? Nothing really behind these things. That before, but that's not a collectible, anything of secret. That's just a it's just loot. And so that's all checked off too. Well, I guess that's it. So, cool. The remaining videos will be for 1080p. I was just doing that just for an experiment, a one-time experiment.